Hi, my name's Eric Gurr, and I'm the man challenging John Boehner for his congressional seat in the 8th District of Ohio. I got into this race back in September, and throughout the entire race I've been nothing but respectful to Mr. Boehner. But this latest debt ceiling increase is beyond the pale. There is no such thing as a clean debt ceiling increase. It should never be that way. This is our money. I think some of the GOP leadership, 28 people out of all the ones in Congress, have lost their way. When they stop considering this money as our money and start to think of it as their own, this is the mess we get ourselves into. You guys can't keep doing this. This is patently ridiculous. Any debt ceiling limit increase should be contentious and should be a fight. You're fighting for our money. I've worked for 20 years on my own business, and I get thrown at things by the government every day. The Affordable Care Act, new taxes, regulations. It's got to stop. If you're not going to fight for our money, why are you there? If you're not fighting for conservative principles, why are you there? We hear from the Obama administration Democrats, well, it doesn't matter, this money's already been spent. That's the problem. That is the exact problem. You spend too much up there and you forget who you're fighting for and who pays your salary. Even some of the pundits are starting to go along with this, and I'll not stand for it. It's not their money, it's not the politicians' money, it's our money. You have to return to the days of fiscal responsibility and thrift. Anyone who's in Washington, D.C. representing the people also represents our money. If you don't do that anymore, we don't need you there. If you don't have the passion or the fight anymore to stand up for what belongs to us, you should go home and give someone else a chance who will fight for these principles. Where do you think this ends? Where do you think this constant spending of the money of people who work, productive members of society, if you keep borrowing from us, where does this end? No country in recorded history has ever spent, borrowed, and taxed their way to prosperity, and we cannot be any different. Money is created by hard toil and industry. It is not created by the government. This has gotten to the point where it is now not just unethical, but it is immoral. You're spending my money, my children's money, my grandchildren's money, and you're doing the same for every working American citizen in this country. We make this possible. When I see you folks on TV and the GOP leadership, you should look tired and ragged from the fight. This can't be anymore. This has got to stop. Never again can we do a clean debt ceiling. There is no such thing. It is a myth. It is something that Democrats came up with that you guys have fallen into. It simply means give us the money, we'll spend it. We have to say no. We have to send a loud message to the titular head of the Republican Party, John Boehner. I'm asking you to support me. Go to my site, www.gurrforcongress.com. Even if you only can give $20, we all are in this together. They're not going to fight for us anymore. That's become clear. So we need to make a change, not just in the leadership, but in the entire group, and it's a small group of these Republicans who think they know better than us. You think you know better on spending. You think you know better on taxes. You think you know better on amnesty. I'm in Liberty Township, Ohio. You can find my phone number on my website. If you think you're right on this, call me and we'll debate this issue. You don't even have to give me notice. Call the day you're going to be here. I'll be here. I don't need to prepare for this. No one does. Those of us out in this country who are balancing the budgets of our homes are getting a little sick and tired of you telling us that you can't do what we're being forced to do every day. And to the Democrats who now say, oh, you've been freed from work. We don't work because we want to. We work because we have to. If all of us are freed from work, how do you expect these bills to get paid? This has got to stop. We're approaching a critical point in our nation's history. It is not just the debt of the United States that matters. It is the debt of the world, aggregate debt. It mounts and mounts and grows every single day. This cannot end any other way but badly if we don't get a hold of it now. It is time to stand up and fight for the middle class of America. It's time to grab the mantle of honesty, truth, and the moral right thing to do. Stop spending our money like drunken sailors. We expect more of you. Madison, Hamilton, Washington, Ben Franklin are all turning over in their graves right now. Would they have ever done anything like this? Would they have said, well, we'll just have a clean spending bill, a clean debt limit increase? No. They would have fought for what's right for America. Congressmen in the United States hold one of the most important jobs in the world. If we are not diligent in preserving our freedoms and our way of life, and we are not diligent in pursuing a strong American economy, the entire world suffers. We have been that beacon of freedom and hope for 200 years now. We need to continue that tradition. I know that it's hard work. I know that many of you are tired. It's time for you to move on. For those of you like me who are also challenging incumbents, who are less than conservative in their fiscal pursuits, keep fighting the good fight. Join together with me and let's get a single message. We will understand whose money we're spending up there. And every time we vote, we will consider it money out of our own pockets. We will give you, the American voters, the respect you deserve and the respect due to you for the hard work you put into creating that money.